So I'm going to try and keep this video short and sweet because I don't want to waste your time. And the topic that I'm going to talk about today is quite simple. I don't want to overcomplicate things and, add a bunch of fluff that's not necessary. So look, obviously there's a massive boom currently in the digital business industry. Everyone wants to start some sort of a digital business that allows them to travel the world, earn money online, all of those things that everyone wants, or at least they think they want it. I mean, a lot of people just follow what everyone else is doing. So there's a massive boom in that industry. And with that, there are so many coaches and gurus that coach people on how to start a digital business. Now, the truth is, a lot of these gurus, I really hate that word. A lot of these gurus have never even owned a successful business in the industry that they're coaching people. So what I mean by that is, let's say it's a coach that coaches people how to start an agency. I'm just going to take agents because that's what I've got experience in. Most of those coaches have never even owned a successful agency, and they make their money from their coaching business and from affiliate marketing and from other stuff, right? So they don't really have practical knowledge. The thing is, they learn a lot of theory, which everyone can really do. With YouTube, there's so much information out there. They learn some theory about starting an agency, and then they sound very smart to people who don't know anything about business or starting an agency. So what these gurus do is they sell this dream of starting a 10K per month agency in like 3 months or 90 days. I'm sure you've seen these videos, get to 10K in 90 days, sorry. And people fall for it, right? So basically what I've found what they're doing is they sell this dream, they make it seem easy, but it's only easy if you understand the top secrets or the 5 secrets of running an agency or starting an agency that no one else knows, right? So buy my course so you can find out what those secrets are, and then you're going to be successful and it's going to be easy and you're just going to have this super comfortable and easy life for the rest of your life. It doesn't work like that. And the thing is, starting an agency, I'm going to talk about starting an agency, and I believe this is applicable to most other businesses, at least to some extent. But I'm not going to talk about that because I don't have any practical experience in starting other businesses at the moment. So I'm going to talk about starting an agency because that's just what I've experienced in. So the thing is, starting an agency is actually simple, but it's not easy. So what the coaches do is they sell this dream, as I said, or this shiny object of it's easy to start your agency, but it's complicated, or you have to know all of these secrets, and only then it becomes easy. So basically, your only option is to buy their course, and then it's going to be easy. So what they sell their prospects is, pay me 1.5K or 3K or whatever their course is worth, and then you're going to have a 10K agency. That's almost kind of what they're selling, because they tell people you have to know these secrets, and once you know these secrets, then it's easy to start an agency, but you have to pay for these secrets, right? So they get so many people, and once they enter the course, it's not that easy to start an agency, but then they already gave their money to the guru, and they're very happy with their money and life goes on. So look, I know I'm not super successful in my agency yet. I don't have a super successful agency yet, but I'm actively in the trenches. I'm building this business every single day. And honestly, I could have made so much more progress. I'll get to that right now. But the point is, I'm in the trenches every single day. I'm facing the problems that other agency owners face on a daily basis. And I don't follow theory. I follow what works. I follow practical. I learn by experiencing things through doing it practically, right? It's not like I just have a bunch of theory in my head that I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the things that I experience on a daily basis and that the people in my network also experience on a daily basis. So look, as I said earlier, I could have been way further ahead by now, probably, if I wasn't sold on so much fluff, right? So I was sold on an agency program a year ago, and I don't want to say it was a bad program because it definitely wasn't a bad program, but My problem with these programs is that they add so much fluff to the program that's not even necessary to succeed. So it distracts you from what you really have to do. Let's take, for instance, now I don't want to mention anything because, for instance, starting or building a website is important, or having a nice website is important. Having good social medias pages is also important, but just things like that. And there's a lot of other things that distract you from the things that are really important in starting an agency, or if you want to be successful at least. And the truth is, it's so much more fun to build your website usually and get your social medias right and make a few posts and create your offer and all of that. That's so much more fun than actually doing the three things that are so important to starting your agency. So starting an agency is simple, but it's not easy. There's only three things you really have to focus on in the beginning. Now, I believe this apply to other businesses as well, but as I said, I'm only going to talk about an agency because that's the only thing I have practical experience in. So there's really three things. There's only three things you have to focus on in the beginning, and that is outreach, sales, and service. Anything else is not important in the beginning, because if you don't do outreach, you don't get meetings. And if you don't get meetings, you don't get clients. And if you don't get clients, you don't deliver a service. So you don't learn how to do your service or to provide your service. So outreach is so important, and that's something I just wish someone told me earlier, is focus on these three things and then deal with the other things as you go through your journey. Right, I was distracted by so much or so many other things, creating this perfect offer, and that is important, it is, but it distracts you from doing the things that are actually important. I need to get my offer correct before I can start outreach. Okay, wait, I need to have this amazing sales script before I can start with outreach. Okay, I have to do this before I can start outreach. And that distracts you. That distracts you so much. All of these little things. I have to build my onboarding funnel. I need to build my website first. I need to, post on social media first. That distracts you from what is important. If you want to see results, do outreach, set meetings, and study your service and learn how to deliver your service. And sales, also study sales. But the best way you're going to learn sales is by actually having sales meetings. And the best way you're going to learn how to run ads or whatever your service might be is by actually doing it for a client. So focus on those three things. Don't let all of the other things distract you. Don't let all of the shiny objects of starting an agency distract you from what is really important. Once again, I'm not a guru or a coach, but this is something that I've seen in my business has made a huge difference. As soon as I start, or as soon as I'm consistent with outreach, sales, and service, or with implementing those three things into my business, everything goes well. As soon as I stop outreach, that's really the most important thing. Then everything else fails, because I don't get experience in running ads. I don't get experience in, having sales meetings. So do these three things. I know outreach isn't fun, and that's the reason why all of these other shiny objects are so distracting, because it's more fun to build out GHL automations and create winner offers or building out a nice website. It's more fun to do those things, but those are not the things that will get you the results. So if you're looking to start an agency, if you're considering it, please take my advice on this. Once again, I'm not an expert, but I know what I'm saying is true with these three things. If you don't implement these three things in your business, you're not going to succeed. Trust me, I've been in this for quite a while, at least a year now. And for the first couple of months, actually for the first almost year, or 8, 9, 10 months, I didn't do enough outreach. I didn't focus on outreach. I was sold this contractor arbitrage model, so I didn't focus on learning my service. And I told myself I hate sales, so I didn't really focus on sales. I was told, it's going to be easy to sell a $3,000 retainer and $3,000 ad spend, because they already make so much revenue. That's just a small portion. And if you can tell them you're going to get them more clients, why would they not do it? I was sold that. So I didn't focus on one of these three things really. That was like the last resort tasks. I was focusing on other things. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's unfortunately how it was for me. And as soon as I started focusing on these three things, that's when I started signing clients for my business. So don't get shiny object syndrome. Focus on the important tasks. Just don't get shiny object syndrome. Focus on these three things and then research the other problems. The other problems you then encounter in your business while you do these three things, then you can do research on how to solve those problems. That's the best way to do it, because then you solve problems as they come up. Obviously, later on, you want to be proactive. But for now, you want to solve the problems as they come up, because then you remember how to solve them. You don't have to learn how to solve a problem twice. So if you need any help, if you want some advice, if you just want to chat, feel free to reach out to me. Obviously, I'll link my Instagram and my TikTok down below once again. And if you want help, if you just want to ask questions, if you want to connect, reach out to me. I'd love to help you out, answer some questions, or whatever you want to do. And then obviously I would really appreciate if you guys could subscribe and leave a like and a comment if you found value in this video. But other than that, remember to stay true, stay authentic, and go make your future self proud.